Hey friends, Julian Wells here, coach and outdoor athlete. Today I am bringing you a T-spine mobility flow. Your T-spine, your thoracic, is kind of this region right here. It is probably one of the tightest places on most people, almost everyone out there. But if you're a mountain biker, working on your thoracic mobility is key. It is lucrative. It is lucrative to your health and your not only your mobility, but to your strength, to your explosivity on the bike, and in life, just generally speaking. So please, if it's not this flow, do something for your T-spine mobility. It will change your life and it'll give you longevity for your sports. So if you're a mountain biker, do this flow, try it out, and see how it helps you riding a bike over time. Let's jump in. So we're gonna start today in a tabletop position. Get yourself set up, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Kind of position your hands so your middle finger is facing 12 o'clock. Toes are in a flex position, tucked underneath. And with our breath, we're gonna take an inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the top of the head. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. A few more like that. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the top of the head. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. 2 more rounds with your breath. It's a good way to get into spinal extension and flexion here. 1 more round. Good. Coming back to a center position or neutral position. Take the right knee, tap your right elbow, then step the foot straight out to the side. Drop that right foot onto the floor. So that leg is reaching straight out from the hip. We're going to take the left hand outside the left knee, find our fingertips. Big inhale, reach the right hand overhead, palm facing down. I've got the wall here, so I'm going to make a weird position with my hand, but you're going to point your fingertips, finding as much length through the right side body as you can. If your left hand is too far from the floor, you can come to 2 fingertips or come back to your left calf so that you're not kind of crunched over and that you can support yourself a little bit with that left hand. Take a couple more breaths here. And have 1 more. Send the hips back towards the left heel. Walk the hands forward. Think about sending the tailbone back, the top of the head forward, so the spine lengthens. 1 more breath here. Walk the hands back into that tabletop position. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Same thing other side. Take the left knee to the left elbow, then step it out to the side, straight out from the hip. Paint the right hand down outside the right knee. Inhale, reach the left hand overhead, stretching out that left side body. So shoulders are stacked, hips are relatively stacked, and that left foot is straight out to the side. Again, if finding the right fingertips to the floor is tough, you can take the right hand to the back of the calf. Wherever you can find a setup where you can support yourself a little bit with that right hand. A couple more breaths. Good. Sit the hips back to the right heel. Walk the hands forward, finding length from the tailbone to the top of the head. Good. Then step the left foot back in to meet the right. On the next exhale, push yourself back to a downward dog position. Lift the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Active hands pushing the mat or floor away. Active feet, feel your toes pressing in to the ground and the arches lift. Keep lifting that tailbone up towards the ceiling or the sky. We're going to move through 6 twists here. Take your right hand across to the back of the left leg. Exhale, twist, look under the left armpit. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left hand to the back of the right calf. We're moving through 4 more with our breath. Keep in mind, if this one's tough, if you're finding the twist difficult, last 3, then it probably means you really need this T-spine flow or something for your T-spine mobility. Last 2. Last one, left hand going over to the right calf. This one's always a belly-friendly movement. Can't help it, belly's gonna come visit. Embrace it. From our down dog, we're gonna take our right leg up and step it outside the right hand. Drop the back knee. And in this low lunge position, we're gonna twist open to the right on the inhale. And then exhale, bring the right elbow down inside the foot. Back up for 2. We're going 4 total. 3. 4. Hand land, step the right foot back, lift the left knee, downward dog. Left leg goes up, step it outside the left hand. Drop the right knee. Inhale, twist open to the left. Exhale, take the left elbow down inside the foot. 3 more. Last 2. Last one. Left hand lands, step the left foot back. Hips go up, down dog. Feet together. From our down dog, inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step it outside the right hand. This time, keep the back knee up. Press through that back foot. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Staying for that exhale. Push the mat away with the back foot. Active in both legs. Have an inhale here. Twist the left elbow over the right knee. Palms together. Doing your best as you exhale to take your sternum towards the thumbs. We're going to stay here 3 more deep breaths. Inhale through the nose. And every exhale, finding a bit more of a twist. Last 2. Good, last one. Nice work. Take your gaze down to the mat, hands land. That's always a bit of a tipsy transition. Then take the right leg up behind you, drop it by the left leg. Take the left leg up, step it outside the left hand. Keep that back knee up, active through both legs. Inhale, hands go overhead. Stay for the exhale. Have another breath here, in. Exhale, twisting over the left knee. Again, on every exhale, trying to take the sternum closer to the thumbs. Going 3 more. Last 2. Last one. Take your gaze back down to the floor. Watch for that tippiness. Work the stability. Take the left leg back, up into space, then land it by the right foot. Nice job. Rock all the way forward and slowly lower yourself down to the mat. Landing chest, hips. Take the hands straight back behind you. Thumbs reaching away from the body. Fingers up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your bum, lift your legs, lift your chest. Try to get your ribs up off the floor. Knees are definitely up off the ground. Try to get the quads up. Do your best to have this come from the low trap, kind of in between the shoulder blades rather than the low back, and from the glutes rather than the low back. A few more breaths here. One more. We can do a bonus breath. Have an inhale. A little higher. Nice, lower all the way down. Hands come out to the sides, palm facing down. We're gonna line them up with about mid-rib, so not as high as the shoulders and not too low, but kind of right around mid-rib, and that's where we'll start. Maybe make some adjustments. Now we're moving through 8 twists here, taking the left foot over to the right hand and trying to tag the hand. Good, and then over to the left hand with the right foot. Moving through 6 more. Have an inhale at center, exhale, twist. Inhale to center, exhale, twist. Going through 4 more. One of my favorite T-spine mobilizers, because it also works our posterior chain. It gets into glute, hamstrings. We work some of our back muscles. Good, last 2. So I'm trying to keep the shoulder that's far from the foot reaching as close to the floor as I can. It's going to lift. That's totally okay. Keep track of how much it lifts. So for example, this right shoulder is going to lift as I reach my right foot, but it's only lifting a couple inches. Okay, maybe 3. But I'm going to keep track of that height, because over time as I mobilize through my T-spine, that shoulder will lift a little bit less. Nice work. Take the hands underneath the shoulders. Push yourself back into a tabletop position. Good stuff. Then push yourself into downward dog. Take your left foot up. Step it by the left thumb. Then pivot to face the side of your mat. Come into a wide-legged stance. Now, you want to find a position where you can keep the feet active, the arches lifted, a little bit of external rotation at the legs, so spinning away from the midline. And you want to make sure you still have activation through the legs, through the glutes, a micro bend in the knees. So we're active in the legs. Spine isn't going to change a whole lot here. Rather, we're going to hinge at the hip and send our hip back, the top of the head forward. Keep hinging, keep hinging. Eventually hamstrings say that's as far as you're going, and you have to start bending with the spine. Stay there and drop the right hand down to the floor. Have an inhale. Then exhale, twist the left hand up to the ceiling. I'm going to stay here 4 more breaths. Keep that gaze going up from the left eye to the left hand. Last 2. Spin your elbow crease forward on the bottom arm, creating a little bit more torque at the shoulder. Last 1. Inhale, gaze goes down to the floor, left hand replacing right. Exhale, twist, lift the right hand up. Gaze going up out of the corner of the right eye. On that bottom hand, again, elbow crease going forward. A few more breaths. Maybe trying on the exhale to twist a little bit more. Last 1. Inhale, take the right hand down. Stay for the exhale. Push the feet through the mat, lift yourself all the way up. Interlace the hands behind your back. Find a shoulder extension stretch, or take the palms back away from the body with straight arms as best as you can. Take an inhale, grow tall in the spine. Exhale, same thing, hinge at the hip. Spine doesn't change all that much, keep sending the hips back. Tuck the chin, and take the hands up towards the ceiling. Active feet. If you're getting anything in the hamstrings here, give yourself a little bit more knee bend. And by anything, I mean anything uncomfortable. Stretching is absolutely okay. 2 more breaths. 1 more deep inhale through the nose. Let it go. Inhale, stand yourself all the way up. Good. We're going to pivot on the feet. Step your right foot forward to meet the left, the top of the mat, or just together. Sit yourself all the way down. Bum finds the floor. Back finds the ground. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Then keep the right knee, extend the left leg. Left hand's going to grab the outside of the knee and pull it over to the left side. Right hand lands flat on the floor. So our last couple twists here today. You can take the gaze over to the right or keep it up to the ceiling, whatever feels best in your body. This is always a nice one to finish on. Feel free to close your eyes. Focus on your breath. Spend about 20 more seconds here. The last big breath here. Inhale through the nose. Lengthen the exhale. Coming back to center, pulling both knees in. Right knee to the chest, left knee to the chest. Extend the right leg. Right hand reaching across to the outside of the left knee, pulling it across the body. Left hand drops to the floor. I'm trying to keep both shoulder blades on the floor on this twist. Last 20 seconds or so. One more deep breath here. Long exhale. And pulling that left knee into the chest. Find the right knee. Give yourself a big hug. Tuck the chin into the knees. Rock back and forth. Feel free to add any other stretch that might feel good in your body. As always, thanks for joining me for the flow today. If you enjoyed that one, give it a thumbs up below and please subscribe. It would mean a lot. We'll see you next time. Go get outside, play, be safe, have fun, stay wild. We'll see you soon. Peace out.